Hi students, you just saw a video clipping of a student trying hard while he's preparing for his exam. He's struggling through his academics, and some of you also must be going through the same situation. It's exam time, you are preparing, and some of you might be finding it difficult also. So here I am to say a few tips that might help you. First of all, some of you may even be scared to appear for the exam, or you may not even want to write the exam, but being scared is not going to solve our problem. Actually, we should prepare for the exam and go for it. That's the only solution. We have to anyway face the exam. So how do we prepare well? That's the question. So there is a lot of tips which we could do, but first of all, what we should have a plan. We should have a plan for how to go about it. We should know how many days are there for the exam, how many topics or how many chapters we have for the exam for each subject, how much time we have in a day for studying, and then we need to divide it. The whole day should be divided into different sets so that you could adjust all these different topics into it and study well. So, for example, suppose you have 30 chapters in physics and you have 30 days for the exam. So you could divide each chapter for a day, and there is about 13 to 14 hours a day if you really take care of all the time of the day so that you could prepare well. So 13-14 hours a day can be divided into different segments, and one chapter of physics can be studied in, let's say, 2 hours of the day. The same way, you could use another 2 hours for chemistry, another 2 hours for biology, so that you will plan and then organize your different subjects throughout the day. And you budget the time for each subject. And so then you go for the real-time action of preparing for the exam. So that is one side of it. Planning is very important. You have to make yourself prepare on your body and also in your mind so that you could be ready for the exam. You are preparing and working hard. Another part of it is, you need to have the blessings from the Lord Almighty, your parents, and you need to have a good relationship with your family, so that there is peace in the family, there is love from the family, there is a lot of encouragement from the family, so that you are so excited to study well and gain good marks. So having a good relationship with the parents, obeying them, following their instructions, and praying with the Lord for your daily supply of grace. And next part of it is, you have to also avoid other distraction. For example, Facebook, other social medias, Instagram, all these different kind of information that is coming into your mind might actually interfere with what you had already studied. So when you are studying, there is a lot of information coming into your mind, your brain is storing it, and then beyond that there is other very, very emotionally captivating information which is coming, might actually erase what you have already studied. It is in psychology, we call it as interference theory. There is another thing called decay theory, where you study once and that will stay there, but after some time it slowly starts decaying. So the thing is, you need to repeat it. Whatever you have studied needs to be repeated again and again so that it stays there, so that at the right time of the exam you could actually reproduce it. So the important things is, once you start studying, while you are studying, focus on the subject and really read carefully all those things what you are learning, and then underline every important point with color pencil, highlight it. Once you finish each page, go through it and repeat all the important underlined topics or the points. You may write short notes if you have time. Then you can also use some mnemonics. Mnemonics means some important points. The first word or the first letter of the points can be used and then make a simple word or a sentence. For example, the rainbow colors are Vibgyor. We call it as violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So all the first letters of the colors is Vibgyor. So the same way, you make some equations, some small sentences, and use it as shortcut for remembering. Then also you write all the equations in one paper, so that different kind of equations can be read whenever you are free. You can go through it again and again. Then another thing is, when you are studying for maths, or do not ever read it and study. Always try to work out all the problems, and then see if you can find the equations and the solutions on your own. Because otherwise, when you are actually writing the exam, you may get stuck with certain times, and then you won't be able to solve the whole maths problem. Also, you have to go through the previous year question papers and see what are the important questions coming in each chapter, and study that well. If there is only very little time, try to be selective. Go through the important questions in each chapter. Ask the teachers, ask your good friends, ask the important questions and study that selectively. And beyond all that, sleep well. You should have at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep. Eat well, eat good nutritious food, pray well, so that you will be ready for the exam. You should always have a timetable, and according to that, plan for the day and go for it. I really hope this will help you, so that you could take care of your exams and come out with good results. So all the best for all of you. God bless.